Did you know that Jerry Seinfeld has a new movie out about the creation of the Pop-Tart? Seriously, it comes out in a few weeks on Netflix. He stars in it and directs it. It's him, Melissa McCarthy, Jim Gaffigan, Peter Dinklage, Bill Burr, Hugh Grant. Loaded cast. His Seinfeld post Seinfeld career is wild to me. B movie, Marriage Ref, Comedians in Cars, now this. He just does whatever he wants. I really, really respect that about him. Why am I talking about this? Because this was what I did for most of the Yankee game. Because this was more entertaining to me, more interesting to me. Figuring out about this movie, looking at the trailer, that was more interesting to me than whatever this game was. As the Yankees, for the second game in a row, go quiet with their bats, lose yet again for the second game in a row, third game in a row actually, second against the Blue Jays, and that means that for the first time this season, yes, all good things must come to an end, the Yankees have lost a series. We knew it was going to happen, but I was hoping it wouldn't be against our division rivals. I feel like this is karma for us making fun of Vladdy for the being up 6 and doing this celebration. I feel like this is payback for that, and if it is karma by the karma gods, then okay, I guess I don't know why you're torturing us like this, but whatever. Bad game for the Yankees here, obviously, because they lost. And it started off well because you had Rodon comes out, and he starts off good. 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Then in the second inning, the Yankees were so lucky to get a run here. You had Giancarlo get a single that was deflected by Bo Bichette. Gleyber walked, and then Jose Trevino singled into left. Good to see Trevino starting to break out of his shell a little bit. He singles into left. Giancarlo is running about like turtles run faster than this man. I thought, stupidly enough, oh, Stanton's really turned it around. He's faster. Like, he looks better. No, he looks slow as hell. I've seen dead people have more mobility than this man. He's just walking from second to home. He's out by a good 50 feet, and yet somehow he scores because the Blue Jays catcher drops the ball, and somehow Stanton scores. That was completely... There was no reason we should have scored that. We should have been out by a mile, and yet, because of luck, Yankees take a 1-0 lead. And that was really the only good thing that happened in this game. You had 2 more strikeouts by Rodon in the bottom of the second. Feeling pretty good about that. At one point in the third inning, this was actually the most interesting part of the game. The Yes Network sound booth had some technical difficulties, and so at one point, Michael Kay was talking like he was talking through like a transistor radio. It was like the 1950s. That was the most interesting thing about this game. And I was like, okay, great. I guess the Yes Network audio crew, like they were day drinking. So that explains the like muffled sounds as Kay was describing a pop fly. That made it 1-1. And in the third inning, that's when Rodon started to lose it. He gave up a double to Varsho, a single to Springer, a walk to Vladdy, and then the sac fly to Justin Turner. Things didn't get any better in the fourth inning. A single to Ernie Clement that was deflected by Rodon. You had a walk to Varsho, then a mound visit, then another walk to Springer, mound visit, and then with the bases loaded, Vladdy Jr., I told you, this is karma. He singles into center. That scores 2. Blue Jays take a 3-1 lead. Yankees were never really competitive after this. I'll just say this as... If there's anything else to point out this game, I'll just say this. Yankee fans always need a scapegoat. They always need someone to blame when things aren't going well. It used to be Josh Donaldson, then it was Aaron Hicks. We have found our new scapegoat is Gleyber Torres. Congratulations, Gleyber. Well done. The man's batting .206. He can't tag a guy out. He's having he's terrible right now on defense. He can't get a hit. And I got to hear Boone yesterday, so I'm not worried about Gleyber offensively. I know that the man is like, he has to say these things, but it's frustrating when you see Boone like go to bat for Gleyber and then Gleyber just sucks like this. I can't wait for the offseason when we finally get rid of it. It doesn't seem like anything is going better for Gleyber. He's been struggling here the last few years. It's just, thank you for your early success, Gleyber, but it's over. I'm really starting to think it's just over for this man. I'm giving up. And maybe next week this will be like a Stanton thing. It'll come back to bite me. I've just seen enough. I don't see it with this man right now. We've got a bunch of guys in the minors. I'm excited to see them. There's nothing right now I've seen from Gleyber that makes me think he's going to turn it around. So yeah, that was fun. Rodon came out after that. His final line: 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Not his best night, but to be fair, he hasn't really had many good nights. And it's just such a struggle watching this. But I will say this: if the Yankees' offense isn't hitting, then you can't really blame Rodon for this. Yes, I would like Rodon to be better. I'd like his command to be better. Now we're starting to see it's like the Yankees' rotation the third time through the order is now starting to struggle. Their third starts, now we're starting to see them start to struggle a little bit. And it seems like Stroh is the only guy that has length. Everybody else, for the most part, doesn't give us good length. We have to go to the bullpen early. So that's frustrating to see. And we're going to need better stuff from Rodon here. We saw a hit from Oswaldo in the 5th. Why is Oswaldo batting ninth? I'm seriously, this is the best Yankee we've had so far this entire season. Even better than Soto, I'll say. He's been the most consistent Yankee we've had, and he's batting ninth. Why? Put Glaber in ninth. Put Oswaldo at least sixth. That's the one thing right now I'm ready to rip Boone over. Well, the two things right now I'm bringing Boone over is defending of guys who don't need to be defended, but I guess he has to do that. It's his job. And just putting Oswaldo ninth. What's that? He does not deserve to be ninth right now. So he's been carrying this team right now for the last few days. Frustrating day on offense, as I mentioned. Volpe struck out 4 times for the second time in his career. First time he struck out 3 times since August. He's been great for us so far, so I'm not going to kill him. I'm just disappointed that he had a bad day, but pretty much everybody in the Yankees had a bad day. We had the 6th inning. We had Glaber make a terrible tag on a throw out the second. That scored a run, and then we had Bo Bichette hit an RBI single to score IKF to make it 5-1. Do want to point out that as we were watching the game, my mom had her scouting report of Bo Bichette, which is, he has long hair. I hate that. Mom, a better analyst than Alex Rodriguez. At least I'll say that. So, yeah, the infield defense is still a problem. We did score 2 runs in the 7th inning. Trevino hit an RBI with runners on 3rd and 2nd. He had a grounder to the pitcher. That scored a run. And then we had Oswaldo, yet again, sac fly. The man's always coming through for us. He sac fly in the center. That scored a run. It made it 5-3. And that was really it. Nothing going in the 8th. At one point, Soto just threw down his bat. He popped up in the 8th, and he just threw his bat. That was frustrating. 3 straight pop-ups in the 8th inning. Soto, Judge, and Stanton. I knew what this game was going to be when Volpe, Soto, and Judge struck out in the 1st inning. Credit to Kikuchi. He pitched well today. But, I mean, is that all? And I guess it's partially him. But I'm like, he's not a Cy Young winner, but for some reason, Yankees were just getting mowed down by this guy. But credit to him for an impressive day. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Rizzo got beat twice today. There were 2 hits that Rizzo had in left field that the left fielder Schneider went and grabbed, which was Rizzo doesn't deserve that. The man's recovering from a concussion. John Schneider, that's just mean, and you should be embarrassed of that. And that's really it here. Yankees lose this one 2 in a row with the Blue Jays, 3 in a row overall. I guess this is like a mini rant here, but it's not an actual rant. It's just a disappointing loss. It's frustrating to see the offense struggle after how hot it's been to start the season. It's frustrating to see the infield defense continue to be a problem when Boone tried to tell us, hey, it's not going to be an issue. But we know if Boone told me the sky was blue, I'd look up to double check. The man is not reliable about anything. It's just frustrating right now to see the offense become stagnant. But I guess it's bound to happen. We weren't going to win 114 games. I thought we were going to be the 98 Yankees. Last week, I thought for sure we're the 98 Yankees. Our offense is going to mow everybody down, but now we're starting to see this team come back down to earth. We're seeing the offense teeter a little bit. We're seeing the struggles of the pitching staff. We're seeing the limitations of the pitching staff. And now this team right now is a game up, or a half game up in the American League East, a game up of the Orioles. So disappointing loss, frustrating loss, but what are you going to do? On to the next game, and let's just hope we can salvage this series tomorrow. I will point out, the Yankees are 0-2 in the John Sterling retirement era. John, you made a mistake. Baby, come back. That's it for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel and you like to see, make sure you subscribe down below. Sorry for that anticlimactic ending. I'll be back tomorrow for Yankees Blue Jays Game 3. Take care and God bless.